lined up on the grid as they wait for the lights to go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing!
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Everybody's doing a brand new dance
G'day everyone, welcome back to Wheel Racing. We are here for, God, what is this, our fifth qualifying session of the week? It's getting up there now. Friday night, 8 PM session. We've got a couple of regulars in here and some new joiners to Wheel jumping in for qualifying here, so it should be exciting. We got some unknown pace in the lobby. And also joining me here tonight in the comms box is Touchy.
Good evening, Dragon. Good to be here with you for a Qually session.
We're getting nice and cozy in the comms box. We've made it wheelchair accessible. We've got Tombo up in here as well.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. Good to see the lift is working.
Yep, glad you're able to make it up here and watch over the track with us. We've got Ando on the visuals here tonight as well.
Who brought that bloke in here? Really? Okay.
I told you guys to leave him at orange, but you didn't listen to me.
Yeah. Alright, good to be here, folks. Hope this is a good one.
Yep, glad to be here. I'm very excited to see the pace of some of our new joiners here, so...
I've got to say, there's some interesting car choices here for the last race of the season. We've got a Citroen, we've got a Ford GT, we've got a Genesis. I saw a Genesis there. There's a couple of interesting choices from the new guys that have joined us tonight.
Yeah, that GT might not be too bad for Bathurst. For most of the rest of the GR3 rounds, it might have been a bit rough, but GT's not too shy when it comes to straight line speed.
Yeah, the Citroen as well is an interesting choice for me as well from Dean Suazero, currently in P10. And then we've got the old Porsche 911 as well, gracing our presence.
Yeah, a big variety of cars this weekend compared to the past couple sessions where we've had a lot of Jags, a lot of Corvettes in the session. But we will go for a quick run through the field here to get everyone familiar with the cars we have on offer here. So we have Heavy Haulers currently leading the field around in that Mercedes for Team V Corsa, followed by Slutty Bar in that Genesis as a privateer entry.
Next up on the track we've got Jonesy 175. He's going to be one to watch, and he's running a Aston Martin's R Motorsport livery, representing the factory team for Aston Martin GT Racing, doing a couple of 12-hour races around here. Following behind that, we've got Brutal in the BMW M6 with the Victoria Bitters green and black.
Yep, just behind Brutal, we've got Fat Cat Poos in the Mustang there with the golf-inspired livery, and behind Fat Cat is Expat in the Jag, which I believe is just the Bathurst winner from Expat's year that he was born, I believe is the story behind that one. I'm not sure of the drivers of it, but...
I believe you're correct in that one. And following up behind Expat Champ, we've got another new driver to the league, Bethanyayo, I believe that's his name.
Benny Yathau? We'll just call him Benny.
Yeah.
Benny of the Jets.
Running an Indonesian themed Porsche 911, and then behind Jack we got old Old Faithful Maccajack in the camo Mustang.
Yeah, the original Mustang driver of the season, jumping back to 9th now as we can skip back past Expat. We have Dean in that Citroen that you were talking about earlier. And while it looks like a spaceship, I'm very interested to see how that thing goes around here. And rounding out the field, we have King Greg in that Ford GT, which again, very interested to see how that thing will go around here and what kind of pace these new guys have.
Yeah, it's
I
going to
can
be
speculate on both of those vehicles, but let's not.
Well, they've got about 27 minutes still to go, so there's still plenty of time to log a lap. And I'm sure the keen-eyed viewer of Wheel to Wheel would have noticed that Dragon, you dumped your Porsche for something else, mate. What's going on there?
I did. I was able to take a spot that opened up in Low and Slow, as they've been hemorrhaging team members all season, unfortunately. So, had my chance to jump out of the Porsche into a Merc for the last race of the season and hopefully bring home some good points for the team.
Merc would have been a nice change from the Porsche.
Oh, most definitely, especially coming to Bathurst, where the MR cars can be a little tough to handle. Whereas that Merc is Old Faithful. That's what I found early success in Wheel to Wheel in, so it's really nice to go back to that.
Good to see, good to see.
Looks like we've got heavy haulers approaching Murray's Corner here. First of our cars to complete a lap.
I guess the stewards would allow that, Dragon, as long as your livery can be imported from GT Sports. G7.
Can it do that?
Sorry.
Can it do that?
I actually, found out earlier from Corbin in the earlier stream that it actually will be possible to transfer your livery across from GT Sport to GT7.
There you go. So your time as well as your livery will transfer across to the Bathurst round. That's good to know.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a 2:01.2 out of Jonesy, our fastest lap of the first guys around. That's quite a good lap out of that Aston, but I definitely expect to see that time drop over the session. Slarty Bug coming through with a 2:01.5 as well.
Yeah, not too far behind in the old Genesis. Captain Lowside ran that about a season ago. So good to see that kicking on in the league.
We've heard some bad murmurings about the Aston around here though, Tombo, is that correct?
Yeah, Tom Oil earlier this afternoon, and he said it doesn't steer, very understeery, and traction is an issue. So down the hill and out of the chase, those would be the real struggles for Jonesy tonight.
Well, I wasn't going to name who was the slow driver, but you did. But
no,
anyway.
The Citroen's actually offered McPhillamy here. The guy currently sitting fourth is building sandcastles.
Oh dear.
Dino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look,
Want to catch a replay on that one?
Yeah, we'll get a replay on that one.
See what he did. We jump on board with him. He's catching cement at Reed Park, and he's already out of shape before McPhillamy for some reason. Oh, and then someone else comes to join the party on a hot lap, and yeah, he was already well out of shape and on a slow lap by that stage. So
yeah, unfortunate there for Dean, but plenty of time to regather and get some good laps in as we come through.
yeah, it'll be interesting, that Citroen. There's no one else running it, so it'll be interesting to see if it's a fast car or not.
Yep, Jonesy improves with a 2:01.0 there as well, just outside of the 2-minute flat area.
And Dale Teeks chiming in on the chat, giving it the ballsy choice award for the Citroen and the Ford GT for this round.
Yep, I agree. What do you think, Tombo?
The Citroen, the Ford GT in the right hands should be okay, right?
It's not too bad when it comes to straight line.
Yeah, maybe at Le Mans, maybe, De La Sarthe, but
it doesn't feel like your traditional sort of MR car where it's loose in the rear. It's actually quite controllable and quite stable. So
yeah.
I mean, Ando's right in the sense that it's got to be in the right hands and you've got to drive it the right way to eke the pace out of it. But I mean, I wouldn't write it off just yet.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I think it's voluntarily capable of a
Yeah.
good time.
The Rusty
And,
Scouts are watching.
And on the Citroen, I believe Scooter 82, one of the Rusty's members, did quite well in that car a few seasons ago before we
Sure
went
did.
to a one make for our second supporting series alongside the Group 3. Ran the Group 3 and Group 4 Citroen and had a fair bit of success in it.
He did, I think he came 5th or 6th in split 1.
Yeah,
So that was,
did quite well.
yeah,
Oh, as I
Very
say,
impressive.
that Dean's picked up a bit of concrete on the run down the hill again, so finding it tricky out of the dipper in that Citroen, but there we go,
heavy.
more improvements coming through. That's a cracker time out of heavy as well, 2012.
Oh, Jonesy missed out on his previous best.
Oh,
Oh,
Fat
six
Cat's
out.
dropped a tyre on the grass
6
as
out,
well.
there you go.
Fat Cat with a 7/10 improvement up to a 2023 as well, with drifting out of Murray's, so
you
And
wanna say
Slarty
the full
Bar's just
name?
gone purple in the first sector with an 18.7.
all the
that
improvements coming
Genesis-
through.
Genesis has got some pace to it.
Yep, currently front runner of our newer guys is Benny in the Porsche here in 5th at the moment with a 2017, so
Yeah.
and 2/10 purple coming through sector 1.
And he's in the toe of a Mustang, so that's perfect for a Porsche. Runs a bit
Yeah,
wide
it's,
into Griffin, so we're on board with him, Dragon.
Yep, hopefully it doesn't get held up across the top of the mountain. Cutting in nicely through the cutting there.
Very
The
good.
Porsche gets the power down really nicely on this run up the hill as well, especially with the way MRs behave when you lift off. Oh, he's just collected a little bit of wall. Touched it again at the grate. Little unstable over the curbing as we approach McPhillamy. Right
He's
out
still
to
in
the
slip.
curb.
He's still in the slip though, so coming down Conrod, this could be purple.
Oh, it's 2/10 up on their previous best, but no longer
Oh.
purple through the halfway point. Very unstable through the dipper as well. Closing right up onto the rear bumper of that Mustang. Expat's got a penalty burning on the left-hand side, so these two will cruise on by. And we'll see
done,
what
Expat.
kind of time Benny's going to have as we come through the uphill section here of Conrod and that Mustang slipstream.
Will the Mustang yield?
Heavy.
6/10
Yield,
up.
yield. Come on, you got to yield.
Yeah,
And
Yield,
Slarty
no,
Bar
no, he
improves
doesn't
to
yield.
a Slarty Bar improves to a 2011 and Jonesy improves to a 2-minute flat point 853. So Jonesy's definitely finding some pace out of that Aston.
So the Mustang holds up the Porsche just in the area of the track when he's at his best. So it's
Still looking
just
at an
turning
improvement here, I
him.
think. 2:01, 2:09, sorry, out of Benny, and then sends the Mustang at Kell.
says thank you for the toe.
Yeah,
See you
and
Macca
later.
with a
Not
2:01.5.
orange.
Oh, and they're stuck on the exit of the corner.
Ah,
It's chaos.
And yeah, just go to the pits, boys. Go to the pits.
Sending the apology, ended up getting a couple other cars involved in that one.
And
But,
Expat Champ's gone to the pits to get a fresh lick of paint. He's scratched up that British Racing green a bit too much for his liking.
Yeah.
But Benny's done the right thing in that staying out is actually going to save him time, because there's no point in going back to the pits.
Well,
Because-
Benny has actually ended up back in the pits now, so.
oh, now he's gone back, so that's not good.
But
Yeah, there's no point in going back to the pits when fuel and tyres are off.
yeah, and it looks like
Maybe just going to the pits for that mental refresh.
Yeah.
Some of these guys might have thought that they've hit the wall in terms of lap time, so maybe just going to the pits just for that quick mental refresh, just to get a bit of clear track and refocus their times. I noticed myself with practice throughout the week, it helped improve my times as Ando in the background there talking to a mystery
I can't
maid.
hear that, mate. But we got a little caught up in that turn 1 incident, but Benny did end up coming through with a 2-minute .9, so cracking under the 2:01 mark, and Maccajack also set a 2:01.5, so improvement out of both of those guys there.
Yeah, Benny's only about a tenth of a second off of Jonesy, so that Porsche is definitely showing some pace, and some of the second or third split guys have got some competition coming in for season 10.
Yeah, no improvement out of Brutal as he crosses the line. I'm just keeping an eye on everyone. King Greg's having a bit of a rough time in that Ford GT as well, with a 2:03.1 as the best time. Dean improves slightly in the Citroen.
Yeah, no tense.
Both of these guys just building up their laps, just slow improvements across the board.
Yep, not sure how much time these lads have had to practice any quali, so probably coming in a little bit blind.
But once they get their quality laps sorted out now, they'll be able to focus on their race pace for the rest of the weekend up until Sunday. And that's probably what a lot of these guys are now doing. Once they get their quality sorted out, they go straight into their race settings and just niggle out any of those mistakes.
Yep, get a handle on your strategy, find out how much fuel you want to save during the actual race, find out what your tyre strategy is, your stint length. There's going to be plenty to figure out. So
Yeah, and also we got to work out if you can transfer liveries and decals.
yeah, that would be big news if we could find that out, but Polyphony being tight-lipped about it, so not quite sure.
So guys, Boodle coming down Conrad here. He was 2 tenths up coming down the hill. He's 3.5 tenths up now. Boodle looking to improve. Jump expat in
What
6th.
position is he in?
7th currently.
7th, right.
And Fat Cats did the right thing and just pulled out at the chase, gave Brutal his lap and his line. Jonesy's gone into the pits as well, so it looks like Jonesy's going in for a quick mental refresh. Through the final
Pretty good at
corner.
Murray's. He's looking good. Brutal's looking good. Is he up?
2:01.9.
He's improved.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
So that's about a 3/10 improvement there out of Brutal, and he's come out right behind Jonesy, so a little bit of slipstream assist down Mountain Straight here.
He's got another chance here if Jonesy looks after him. But how good was Brutal last round, guys? Like, how aggressive was he? Like, he was pushing the limits. Don't you guys agree?
Unreal. It was epic.
He
Epic
did
ride.
four.
So-
He was actually just into it, and good on him. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, it was
I
a
mean-
great effort out of Brutal to get he got a very good race 3 overall time as well. Oh, and as we're talking him up, he's looped it out of the cutting.
Oh,
It's
and the
very
touchy
easy to
curve.
do in the turbo BMW.
Hey,
Touchy curse.
Touchy.
no touchy curse there whatsoever.
Yes,
My lips
yes,
were
touchy.
sealed.
I swear
you.
there was.
I'm giving
But-
that curse to Tombo.
I did him 3 tenths improvement, and then he binned it. In person.
Yeah,
I hit his hand out.
I think you talked him up a little bit too much. He was just being a silent assassin, just slowly improving lap after lap, and then while we've forgotten about him, you've just shunned him into the spotlight and scared him away into a mistake at the
No
cutting.
doubt
I'm sorry, Doodle.
he did provide some
Sorry,
good
Doodle.
viewing last round, and this round
Yeah.
he's done it already again.
No,
So
he did.
he's obviously
He's
one of the
good,
drivers
though.
to watch at Bathurst this round, I think, folks. He definitely is.
Well, don't call us Wheel to Wheel Racing for nothing. And Wheel to Wheel Racing and Wheel to Wheel Action is what we try and bring to you guys each and every week.
We're not here to be friendly with spiders, are we?
Oh, guys, expat in 6th place is up by 7 tenths on
Here
his
we go.
previous best lap.
Jesus.
This should put him right near
Does that
Jonesy.
make him purple?
No,
That's about a
he's just
10th
up
off,
it.
I think.
No. Well, he's got.
Oh,
Forest Elbow. I think he got it right, or did he touch the wall?
Small
He's
scratch.
touchable.
Small scratch,
Yeah.
but
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Oh,
I
don't
don't know.
Jack improves
Jaguars-
with a 201.3 as well.
Jaguar's pretty powerful.
Still
Is
4
this-
tenths up.
Plus 2 tenths.
Yeah. What do you
Finish
reckon,
it,
Tombo?
son.
Is he gonna have half a chance or not?
He'll probably
I
look
think
to
it-
jump Maccajack here. Maybe heavy haulers if he can nail the final corner here.
That is it. That is
Oh, there's a
Not
lot of
bad, on the
curve.
limit.
It's very tricky that
giving it.
kind of thing.
He's having to go.
Full
He's
tenth.
jumped Maccajack for a 201.
There he goes.
2, so
Up to 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I've-
done it.
Oh, no.
Not quite
Nice
enough
job.
to get by heavy haulers. 35 thousandths of a second behind there, but
Yes.
done well to get past Macca. And I just quickly strolled through the field. I saw Brutal back in the wall after the cutting, so maybe having a
And
tough time with that
Jonesy-
mental reset.
Jonesy in the wall down through the dipper, and he's gone
He's
in
in
for
the
another
pits.
mental reset.
Looks like
Yeah.
Benny is thrown in the towel as well, sitting in the pits. Has been there for about 2 or 3 minutes now. So
Oh,
maybe
we got-
happy with that lap time, not feeling any improvements going to come out of the Porsche, but
We got 11 minutes to go. He might be just getting himself hyped up, ready to for one more
And speak
onslaught.
of the devil, guess who's leaving the pits?
there we go.
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
The
Benny.
The commentators are liven up the stream tonight. I'm sure these guys are all listening into us, getting their curses and their praises.
Mainly curses from me.
But while we've got a bit of a lull in the action, we've got some awards to hand out for the season, and
Maybe.
I'm a proud to be accepting the honour and the award for the most fastest laps for season 9 for Wheel to Wheel.
Self-anointed. I love it. But
Nice to be
probably
among-
well
nice to
earned.
be-
Well earned. Well earned.
Nice to be among some of the elite of Wheel to Wheel racing.
Yeah, you had to throw away your overall season result to get it, but congratulations on that one, mate. You've
well done,
you've done
Touchy.
well.
I'll do
What,
your
did you
deal,
get
Touchy.
300 odd points last round with a fastest overall time.
And one time fastest driver of the league as well. So we're definitely looking to mix it up with the guys in top split next season.
I'll do your
Yeah.
deal, Touchy. We'll give you that award if you can give Rusty's the team championship right now.
Expat
How about
champion
that?
proves as well with a 2 minute
you
point
guys have
9
still
there.
you guys have still got a whole weekend to go. So
Yeah, no, but
Flenny
is it-
can still
Yeah,
have
Is
it in
it,
the team's
is it
championship.
basically like a fait accompli or what? Come on, come on.
So I have to
if,
say,
if Squidly's watching, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, mate. There's a few $100 coming your way if you can just make sure the results are valid.
But apparently the newcomers into the league have now been ruled out, so there's no chance of us losing, basically. That's just what I've heard, but anyway.
but yeah, with I think the most impressive thing about your overall fastest time last week there, Touchy, was that you got 300 points for that, and then managed to only get 45 points for race 1 and 3 combined, which is
Yeah,
incredible.
look-
effort.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
look,
hard.
classic bottle job. Ruined race 1 for a good start for race 2, and then race 3 I just sort of fell off, and the strategy just didn't work out. But,
While we were
yeah.
chatting there, Heavy Haulers improved with a 201.026 as well, so getting right up there with Benny, and Expat with a 2 minute .981, dropping under the 201 mark.
That's a good
Jonesy was
improvement
also
from Haulers. I
purple.
think he's gone from 7th to 4th. That's pretty good. That's a good lap.
Always, yeah.
Apologies to Haulers for missing it.
There you go. Dean finally coming through with an improvement of 202.8, so still chipping away at that time in the Citroen.
He's
But,
managed to jump King Greg in the Ford GT. GT
Okay.
just did a slow lap the lap before the 245. Not sure where he's at the moment. He's coming into the final corner now. Doesn't look like
Time.
he's for an improvement.
Late on the power as well out of Murray's. No improvement made there.
Jonesy's 50,000. 50,000 is previous best.
Alright,
Is it
Jonesy looking
purple?
to improve here.
Purple
And-
up the hill.
Expat Champ has
50,000
managed
down the
to jumped the grid as well. He managed to book
I
in
just mentioned that, mate.
Heh.
So, Touchy not only slow on track, but
80 represented.
Not far off it.
Yeah, look, a
Jonesy gets quite close there.
bit slow in the quali session about half hour or so ago, but it's all about the race pace.
I mean, you're absolutely right. Getting a good qualies, it's great for bragging rights, and it can help to get you towards the pointy end of the field a little sooner. But in the end, people are going to settle in where their race pace is, and your strategy is going to decide all, really.
Yeah.
Quick question, blokes. I know we've run this format now for a couple of seasons, but who gets the advantage for these super enduro races? The guys that race first or the guys that race second in terms of getting a plan for race day?
I
That's a
honestly
really
don't
good
think
question.
there's much of an advantage. I feel like by the time
It's a really good question.
week one's around, everyone's put in a lot of time and knows pretty much what's happening.
I sort
Yeah.
of tend to totally agree with Dragon on that one. But yeah, really good question. And I think, I mean, if the teams do their jobs and get their research right, then it all should be known by the time the first round is run.
Absolutely, and that's a major benefit of being part of a team. You can communicate with the people who are racing the second week, and they can help you out figuring out what your strategy can be, and it can help you hone in on getting faster on that. And Wheel to Wheel being the league that it is, also I'm sure if any of the privateers asked the question, multiple people would be happy to give them a hand as well. So
Yeah, it's not all secret men's business, not all of it, but a lot of it is privileged information that can be shared if you're willing to put in the time and join the lobbies and do the practice and join the discussions.
Absolutely.
Then you can glean from the more well-informed or more experienced racers what the optimum strategy might be.
But
absolutely.
Bathurst is going to be around where there will be plenty of strategies to play around with come race day. A lot of talk on how many stops you're going to need to survive.
Absolutely. There's already 3 in
And
one of the major
Benny-
teams being discussed.
Benny
already.
improves to a 2-minute 0.925. He's
So
chomped on
just-
the bit of Jonesy again.
Very
Yeah,
good.
0.65, so 0.065 improvement out of Benny. Just able to jump back ahead of Expat.
Yeah, he's
He
got
was
one more
turning
lap
it,
left in him. He's going to need a slip. And who's in front of him? No one. So what's he going to do? I don't know. He's in a Porsche. He
Heavy
needs a
Haulers
slip.
isn't too far up the road, but
Yeah, that
Well,
might be a
it is-
saving grace. That might be.
go ahead there,
He
Tombo.
was 2.5 tenths purple coming down the mountain, and that was with no slip. Unfortunately, he just made a few errors through the dipper and the
Okay.
elbow, but
He
Ooh,
might
He
just
has
need to
the
hook one
pace.
up. He might just need to hook one up.
yeah,
So he's
yeah,
got
2.5 tenths purple.
maybe 2 more chances at it. Maybe 2 more
yeah,
chances at it.
should be able to get 2 laps in.
Oh,
Having a rough time
And
over McPhillamy there.
once
but,
again, I've jinced
Got
him.
my...
It's all right.
Unfortunately for Benny, that downhill section after he went purple is the hardest part of the track for the Porsche, for the MR cars,
Yeah.
where it does become really unstable. And then the Porsche doesn't have the legs down Conrod, so
Yeah, but it's got the mid-corner speed, so in corners like the S's and
Jonesy improves
it should
very
really-
slightly on his time to a 2-minute 0.809, so small improvement there for Jonesy.
oh, that's good for him. He's still only 1/10
Oh.
slower than Benny though.
And Slidey Bar.
Slidey bar.
2-minute .936 out of Slidey Bar, jumping ahead of Heavy and Expat there as well. So showing the
Yeah.
Genesis has got some beans at Bathurst.
Yeah, nice.
And Heavy
Heavy.
Haulers
Heavy.
improves
Heavy
again the
Haulers.
second.
Yeah,
It's all coming together at
Nice.
the end of the session here.
they're putting it together, and they're all in clear air. So maybe
Yeah.
they got their jostling out of the way, trying to get slip, but now they're setting their best times on their own, you know, which is an argument to be had.
Next across the line is the GT by Citroen for Dean.
Yeah, also, so Heavy has just jumped Benny by 0.03 of a second and is up by 1.5 tenths through Sector 1, so could be on for an improvement throughout the field come a minute's time as well.
Gone a bit wide of the cutting though, but he kept it in.
And Dean has a small improvement through the final sector, and that gets his time up to 202.8.
That's a rough run through Hell Corner for Dean, but
Brutal
some very, very
does
close
not
times throughout
improve.
top 5 here. Top 5 separated by 0.172 of a second.
Brutal Fat Cats both across the line, no improvement from those guys. Jones is coming around for his another lap.
Benny's purple.
We're going to watch Benny through the S's. We're watching Benny. Can he do it? He's on his own.
He's handled the dipper quite well there in the
Gets it
Porsche.
clean,
Got the power down really nice and early.
Forest
Got the brakes
elbow.
into Forest Elbow. Expat's
That's
improved
alright.
again with a 2-minute .91, so
Jonesy doesn't improve, but has one more lap in the bag.
Benny's still coming down Conrad. Here we go.
Come on, Benny and the Jets.
He's
Still purple.
He's purple.
A 10.5.
Heavy
Can he
Really?
nail the chase here?
Oh my God. Can he overcome Jonesy, who was a known top
Come
split
on,
driver
Benny.
in previous seasons?
Oh my God.
on board with
Can
him.
Benny do it?
Myself at the moment.
We're going to jump on board with him into Murray's. Can he get it right? He does. He just escapes the grass on exit. Gets the power down. Can he do it?
Yeah.
2 minute .599 with one more chance at a lap for everyone else on track at the moment.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Jonesy.
Timed
Benny
his
and the
run
Jets.
well.
Jonesy.
Brutal's up on his personal best at the moment. He's coming through the chase. He's about 2
Dean's
tenths
just
up
gone
on
off
his
ahead of
personal.
him as well.
So Brutal's up for a bit of an improvement here. He won't jump anyone with that 2/10 personal best, but he will definitely improve his time as he's coming in through the final corner now in that Beamer. Gets a good run out, bit of grass on the exit there. That's not going to help him with drive, but he does improve to a 201.6 in the Beamer, and then just throws it into the wall.
Throws it into the wall. That's
Yep.
it.
So Fat Cat's going to get one more chance at a lap in. I think they're going to be the last one. King Greg, currently sitting in 10th, is going to be a bit late to get another lap in, so this will be the end of his quali session here.
That GT40 probably not the best choice for this
No
round.
improvement there. Expat in 3rd currently, coming across the line. Plenty of grass on exit. No improvement out of Expat. I can't see who's
Jonesy's
directly
next.
behind
No
there.
improvement.
No improvement for Jonesy.
No joy. No joy.
Smarty Bar, it's just gotten loose through the chase, currently 5th, and he's
Heavy
well
haulers
thrown
is
that one away.
ghosted down Conrad, so heavy haulers ain't going to be improving. Benny is 3
Benny's
seconds
down.
down, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the laps.
So
We
what do you
do
reckon, Tombo?
have-
Benny and the Jets might be getting an email from Rusty's Racing in the off season, maybe.
Certainly prick the ears up, that's for sure. Benny and the
And,
Jets, eh?
Everyone in the chat getting behind Benny. Zeus said, I don't know who Benny is, but yes, let's go, Benny. So everyone was
Yeah.
pulling for that lap. We've got Alden, who I believe was unable to make this session, will be qualifying tomorrow, cheering on Benny as well, saying they're happy to see that flag on top of the standings in this lobby.
Yeah,
So-
whoever Benny and the Jets is, he's got his name is marked now for next season, isn't it? Like that is a great effort to put himself over and above some Div 3 drivers is excellent.
Div 2.
Yeah, jumped above
Div
Jonesy as
2.
well.
Div
We've
2
got
drivers.
Fat Cat Pooh's still on a hot lap here as well, a little
In a
bit down
Porsche.
coming through Sector 3, but sitting in 8th at the
Yeah.
minute.
He was 2 tenths up on Sector 3 time, personal best for him. Don't know if he's going to improve. Does
No
not improve,
improvement.
and
Not
Brutal is going through the Forest Elbow now, and he's way off. Brutal's
Yeah, I
way
believe
off.
Brutal chucked it into the wall at the end of the start-finish straight.
That would
And I
explain
think,
why.
I think the
50
GT Citroen's still cruising as well, but well off the time.
I don't even have a key on my keyboard for brutal. So yeah, sorry about that, folks.
He's 7th.
7th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. So, sorry. I thought
Dean's
it was-
on an outlap, so Dean's just rolling into the. He's just rolling over the line now, just to end it.
Yeah,
to mercifully
Dean's
end it,
on his guys.
unlike,
Yeah, it's
unlike some
dead.
serial
It's
killers
already
did
over.
earlier, who stretched it out for longer than it had to go. Tried to get a team photo of some ghosted cars or something.
I mean, me and Stefko managed to get it over the line with the 1 lap dash for cash, so that's all that matters.
I mean, I think all that matters is the line that Corbin had for you is when you were doing that is said that you can rebrand to the serial killers, but you can never take the leftovers out of the team. It's a quality line from Corbin, and now minute straight, and we've got Benny and Jonesy side by side on the front row.
Well, these guys are going to battle it out. You watch. Jonesy and Benny are going to give us a bit of a show here for the...
Hashtag Benny and the Jets. That's all I'm going to
Can
say.
I just say, Benny is A+.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Right.
Yeah. Hashtag. Yeah. Shut up.
So-
Tombo, shut up.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Heavy's lost it off the line.
Oh, Heavy.
Wallace
Come
has
on,
gone
bro.
around.
And he got caught on camera too. Sorry about that, Heavy.
Benny has
And-
taken the lead into turn 1. Expat's taken 2nd. Jonesy's fallen back to 3rd, and it is a very hotly contested back for 5th at the minute.
So we've got an Indonesian 1-2 at the moment.
I mean, Expat's American, but
Wow. Just getting this. Oh, and someone's run wide.
that's Expat. As
Oh,
we said,
come on,
everyone's
bro.
run wide. Oh, Macajac's gone round. It's chaos in the mid pack.
Oh, come on, guys. Cold tires. Heavy tank. You got a full tank of juice, and this is
Mac
not
is
like
gone.
Qually. This is. Oh my
And
god.
The Porsche's into the wall at the cutting, so that gives Jonesy the lead again.
Round the outside.
Brutal,
Come on, Benny. We thought you were
sliding
better
up
than this,
through
Benny. Come on.
Silverman
You can
Park.
get him, Benny. You can get him.
Oh, brutal. That was a very brutal throw into the wall through the grate.
I think Benny's going to get him.
I think the focus should be on our top 2 here for sure. The
Yeah,
race
they're
between
going for
Benny
it,
and
yeah.
Jonesy.
He's going to be
Oh.
all over him in the Forest Elbow.
He's had a rough run out of the dipper there. Jonesy's got a really nice exit, but
Yeah,
he's
but
going to have
look
the
at this.
slip
Look at
from
this. Yeah,
Conrad.
exactly.
Oh, he's hot under brakes.
Oh, he stuffed it. He's clipped the wall at Forest Elbow. He's
And
done
there
it,
goes
Dick
the
Johnson.
slip. It's gone.
It's all over Red Rover. Oh,
Oh,
dear,
there's
oh
the
dear.
old-
The Aston is going to run away with it, folks.
There's the old jump through the chase
Yeah.
there. So Benny gets it
Go
right. He can
straight.
jump through the
Go
trace.
straight, Jenny. Go straight. No, Benny.
It's not
Will
even
anyone
close.
straight line the chase here? Is any memers in the field, or are we all going through it standard? The top 7 are going through it as standard.
We
Oh,
would hope
Heavy
so. We
Haulers.
would hope so.
Heavy
Oh,
Haulers has cut
Jonesy's,
the exit
Oh,
of it.
Jay, he's
Edge
going.
right.
He's going home. He's walking out of the complex. He's driving to the Bathurst pub, folks. He
And
doesn't want to
Benny's
finish.
Benny's hit us with the goat spin across the line as
Oh,
well for
that
the
is
1
gold.
lap win.
And James is walking to the pub. I love that. That is gold.
Expat's
That is
gone for
well
the
played.
pits. Heavy Haulers
Jonesy's
is
off.
chilling on the line.
Off to the Occidental.
Yep,
We've
he's
got-
off. He's off to the pub. Yep.
He's
So
off to
we-
the
we-
Occidental.
we-
Brutal's gone
playing
through.
tonight.
Brutal
Heavy
went through
Haulers
the
is going to
chase.
finish it in reverse as well. Well executed.
Brutal went straight through the chase and straight into the wall of the Bathurst Hotel.
Building sandcastles out there in the BMW. He's probably had a couple of VVs under his belt.
If they're allowed to be drunk in New South Wales, are they? I'm not sure.
Here we go.
Apparently they are, because they're cheap. I'm told.
Here we go. Taking the professional rallycross line through Murray's.
Beautiful.
And the donuts on the start-finish straight.
Where have we seen those before? Probably in about every quali one lapper that we've had this week, to be fair. But
Yeah.
oh, and he's lost it trying to get it going again.
I don't think he's trying to get it over the line. I think he's just trying to burn a bit of Bit of Pirelli roller.
There it's done
There we
now.
go. Hits us
Well
with a flick
done.
across the line nicely.
Finally.
So Benny
Put
ends
us
up
out of
taking
our
the one
misery.
lapper after Jonesy took a right turn at Murray's.
But are you guys telling me that Brutal has not set a competitive lap? Is that what you're saying?
No, no one said that.
It's a very
Brutal
competitive
set a
lap.
good lap there.
Did he? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because the last graphic I saw was he was plus 1 minute and 22, but
I think
That
he
obviously
ended up
doesn't
with
matter.
I think Brutal ended up with a 2016, which is not too bad out of that BMW.
yeah. So his last lap doesn't matter, but his last lap was something stupid, and I thought that can't be his best lap, and obviously it wasn't.
He was.
So he's
I am-
It was a
competitive.
2016.
He's up there.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
our top 5 all managed to get under the 201 mark. So we had Benny with a 2 minute point 5, Jonesy with a 2 minute point 8, Expat with a 2 minute point 9.1, Heavy Haulers with a 2 minute point 9.2, and
Yep.
Slarty Bar with a 2 minute point 9.3. So those boys separated by about half a tenth from 3rd to 5th in that session, and really good driving throughout from everyone there.
Yeah, it was good. There was a bit of close battling there at stages, but it all got sorted out, which is good to see.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you to the Bathurst pub. I've got a wonderful roast pork dinner waiting for my appalling qualifying session tonight. Thank you very much for having me.
No
It's been a pleasure having you here in the comms box, Touchy, and
Cheers, Touchy.
thank you very much for joining us as well, Tombo. It's been a pleasure, mate.
No worries, thanks for having me.
And cheers to Ando for running the visuals here tonight. Keep an eye out for the next qualifying session, which will be 7:30 Sydney time tomorrow night, and we hope to see you there.